Hey everyone, it's Tallara and welcome to my first ever playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X. Today we're going to be starting Chapter 4. Over the last couple of episodes we've been doing a lot of side quests and just generally exploring this huge world. But today we're going to continue on with the main story. You actually can't just go from Chapter 3 to Chapter 4. The game basically forces you to do some exploration, which is really good because I feel like probably the best aspect of this game is its wide open nature. So I'm kind of glad that the game forces you to do so instead of just rushing through the main story. But regardless, we've now finished the requirements to access Chapter 4. In order to do so, we needed to survey 15% of the world of Primordia and complete the Professional mission. We've done both of those things, so now we can accept the Chapter 4 story mission. Chapter 4, the Ganglion Menace.
What should I whip up today?
Oh, wow, I didn't realize we'd be starting Chapter 4 with such a difficult decision. What are we gonna have for lunch? We've got something fried, something braised, something baked, something broiled, something stir-fried, or something fancy. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, just going through this list, fried chicken immediately caught my eye. You really can't go wrong with fried chicken, right? So please, if I may so politely ask, may I have some fried chicken?
That is a great idea!
Hooray!
Linley! What is Linley making?
Fried chicken. We're out of meat, so I'll need something that tastes like chicken.
Oh.
Or should I say someone who tastes like chicken?
Uh-oh.
What? Tatsu not taste like chicken? Tatsu tastes like poop.
Oh.
Poison. Tatsu tastes like poison poop.
Wait, I just remembered. We have plenty of chicken.
Hey, Linley did that on purpose. Linley is cruel and mean.
Well, good to know Tatsu apparently tastes like poison poop.
What's up? Come and get it.
But that fried chicken looks delicious. I think we made the right decision. Talk about a great way to start a new chapter with a delicious meal and a little bit of Tatsu teasing. Nothing left on my plate. Although I didn't use any ketchup.
Man. Delicious. Lucky thing I happened to be in the neighborhood.
You say that every time, Commander, but you always arrive as we're setting the table.
Oh, you don't say.
Hey, you can't fault the man. He smelled fried chicken, he came a-running. I would do the same.
Listen up. We found something in Noctilum thanks to Frontier Nav. That's northwest of here, Rook. Looks like a piece of the Lifehold.
That's great news.
Damn right. Look at this.
Oh, friends mean Nightglow Woods.
Is that what the Nopon call it? We didn't have names for anything here, so we've been using Noctilum for that whole region.
Well, that's a silly name.
And Nightglow Woods isn't?
Ahem. Moving on.
Right, sorry.
According to the Pathfinder's report, there's a large number of indigents in the area, but thankfully no sign of any intelligent life forms.
No, that's wrong. Nopon visit Nightglow Woods all the time.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Forgot you could control your camera in these cutscenes.
But it never hurts to be cautious.
Friends patronize Tatsu. Nopon proud and brave people with rich history, you know.
Pipe down, small fry, or I'll make that nickname come true.
We'll have you check in with Lau's team first. They're already on assignment installing probes in the area. We don't have a fix on the Lifehold signal, just a general direction. See if they've got more info.
Got it.
Well, between the delicious meal, the gentle teasing of Tatsu, and now this information, Chapter 4 is off to a great start. A piece of the Lifehold was detected in the Noctilum region to the west of New LA. We need to head there and investigate. We will indeed track this mission in our navigation panel. Alright, and just like that, let's get started. So we've currently got our party. Let's take a look. We've got Tallara, Elma, Lynn, and Irina, and then of course our Nopon friend joins us as well. So we're a squad of 5, and it's time for us to head out. So the Noctilum region was quite far to the northwest of New LA. It's right here next to FN Site 103. And right away you can kind of see where it gets its name from, or the Nopon name for it anyway. There's a lot of greenery over here, and I think we're heading into what essentially is like a jungle biome, which will be pretty cool. Looks like Lau and the rest of the team is over here, so we didn't have to go far to meet up with them. That's one way to plant a probe. Looks like Lau and his team came prepared with mechs. Dang. Way to show off, Lau. I had to do that by hand.
Hey, hey. Look who it is.
Lau, it's been a while.
It has. Are you going to introduce me to your friends? Where's Danny and Boris?
These are my new team members. As for Danny and Boris, we had a bad run-in with a powerful indigen. They didn't make it.
I see. Hey, look. I'm sorry. I hadn't heard.
It's okay.
And what's up with this onion thing? You using it for rations or something?
Tatsu not onion or ration.
Yeah, he's a
Tatsu is
potato.
Nopon, brave and distinguished people with long history on Mira.
It talks. Where'd you find this thing?
Rescued him. He was about to become lunch for some prone, these hostile Xenos we ran into. He's agreed to serve as our guide here.
Wow. Okay. And you? What's your story? Are you really as young as you look?
Sure am. 13 years old inside and out. I'm Lin Li Ku.
Well, hello, Lin Li Ku. You must be something to be able to make Elma's team at 13. All right. What about you?
Who, me? I'm Tallara.
I'm Lao Huang. I head up Pathfinder Team Belisarda. Good to meet you. You've got an interesting crew here, but they seem capable enough.
I chose them personally.
I figured. So, I heard Nelson's whole team got wiped out by some nasty new Xenos. Is that true?
Yeah, those prone I mentioned. We're not sure if they're the ones that destroyed Earth, but their tech certainly seemed advanced enough.
Really? We better watch our backs.
By the way, we picked up a lifehold signal in the direction of Noctilum. Have you or your crew come across anything?
Where? Around here?
I take it the answer is no.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it. We bumped into another team and they didn't mention it either.
I see. All right. We were hoping your team might have a lead or some more info, but no such luck, huh? Well, thanks anyway. We should go.
Hey, hold up, hold up. You mind if I tag along?
But your assignment?
We're more or less done here. We just need to report back.
Well, until you do, you're not done here.
Oh, give me a break, Elma. The rest of my crew can handle the paperwork. We're talking about a piece of the lifehold here. I've never even seen one. That's way more important. And besides, you might need the help. Finding it or handling the indigents that get in your way. Now come on.
Well, whether Lau's going to join us or not, he is going to give us some advice about making the most of Frontier Nav. Have you been making use of Frontier Nav? FN sites with data probes installed produce a standard harvest of moranium and will sometimes yield additional precious resources. A skilled blade knows when and where to plant what type of probe. We also got a present from Lynn. Here's a gift for the journey ahead. It's some moranium, a precious resource known as arc sand ore, and some succulent meat. You'll need this stuff to lend AM's support and create augments for your gear. From now on, it'll be up to you to earn this stuff yourself. Alright, so it looks like Lau is available to join our party, even though Elma seemed to grumble about it. Lau is from the Pathfinders division, and his class is Partisan Eagle. Though outwardly calm and collected, conflicting emotions burn in Lau's heart. Hailed as Blade's best marksman, he possesses even Elma's respect. He and Doug are war buddies with a lengthy history. Lau will use a standard Partisan Eagle style to engage in ranged combat, while also keeping melee enemies at bay. Alright, so I guess at this point we can actually add Lau to the party, and as hesitant as I am to do this, because Elma is a really cool character, I think I'm actually going to replace her with Lau. And here's my reasoning. Elma's playstyle is basically the exact same as Tallara's, we're both melee DPS, but if we add in Lau, that sort of, diversifies our party a little bit, because we have me as a melee DPS, Lau as a ranged DPS, Lynn as a tank, and Irina as a healer. So I think this will actually do us better in terms of team comp. So Lau, welcome to the crew. Right away I came into the gear menu to make sure Lau was properly equipped, and I actually equipped these Bargain Heart sunglasses on him, which I think just look hilarious. From the brief conversation we had with Lau, he seems to be a very serious guy, so putting him in these sunglasses is kind of funny. We also put the Forerunner's uniform on him, and that should upgrade his resistances a bit. Alright, with our new squad, let's head into the Noctilum region proper. As I was saying as we approach this area, it certainly looks to be a bit more of a jungle biome. You can see the large plants growing here, all the grasses, and then we'll see what sort of monsters await us in here as well. According to our info, the piece of the lifehold that we're looking for appears to be about 1,900 meters or 2 kilometers away, so we've got quite a trek ahead of us, but I'm very excited to check out this new region. And oh yeah, it's giving jungle. Do you hear all the sounds of life? Do you see all the colors? The great vines, the big plants? They're basically blocking out the sky here. This is kind of cool. Now, there are some high-level monsters. I see level 34 monsters right below us, level 33 monsters. We're gonna have to be a little bit careful avoiding those. Let's go down this tree trunk. Jump! Oh yeah. Hopefully someone brought mosquito spray, because I have a feeling we're gonna need it in a place like this. We've also got Lake Mortifols here, which are some sort of flying plant. Now should be a good opportunity for us to see what Lau can do. Presumably, versus flying monsters, he's going to be even more effective.
I'll take him down.
There we go. Lake Mortifol is down. We got its fluffy tuft and broken antenna as quote-unquote loot. Loot is a very flexible term, depending on who's asking. And the other good thing about having Lau in our party is he does give us a little bit of a level advantage. Our whole crew, well, minus Irina was level 14, Elma was level 14, I'm level 14, Lynn was level 14. But as you can no doubt see, Lau's actually level 16, so him and Irina now are giving us a bit of a level boost, which is nice. I just got a class rank up and learned a whole bunch of new skills and arts, so that is fantastic. We'll take a look at those in a minute. First, we've got to take our, again, quote-unquote loot, and then continue over this way. The worst part about coming into a jungle like this is it looks beautiful on the surface, but there's a lot of deadly things, including this river, which appears to be made of pure poison. We've also got giant spiders, which are my absolute nightmare, and we've got these flying things, and suffice to say, walking through this jungle is not going to be a walk in the park by any means. We're going to be fighting tooth and nail through here. which is just fine. We'll harvest some loot, we'll get experience points, we'll grow together as a team, and before you know it, we'll find that piece of the life hold. So we're heading deeper into Noctilum, and you can probably see up here, there is a really big, unique monster right there. There's a gold crown next to his name. He's only level 11 though, and I feel like now maybe is our opportunity to try to take on a unique monster for our first time. We haven't done this yet, we haven't fought any unique monsters. Now, even though he's only level 11, he's going to be much stronger than a typical level 11, but I'm hoping because we're level 14 to 16, we'll have enough of an advantage that we might be able to take him down. His name is Oscar the Summer Squall, and honestly, he's really cool looking. I kind of feel bad about fighting him. I might live to regret this, but I think we're gonna give it a shot. Here's our first battle against a unique monster. Bring it on, Oscar the Summer Squall. Let's see if we can take him down. Right away, we're doing very little damage to him, next to none if we're being completely honest, and unfortunately I think another monster got interested in the fight. One of those piggies is attacking us as well, but he shouldn't be too much of a problem, I hope. Got cool music kicking in, so you know we mean business. It's not business unless there's a soundtrack. I've got to do my best to make sure we get those soul challenges, because those can make a big difference in battle. Alright guys, so far so good. Oscar the Summer Squall. This pig is still not down. How much HP does this pig have? Oh no. I am at critical HP. Who even hit me? Okay, I think I'm gonna focus on pig. And try to get him out of the way. If someone could heal, that would be fantastic. Wink wink, nudge nudge to arena. Yeah, no, I'm down. Let's see if someone will pick me up. Yeah. Thank you, Lau.
I need some heals here.
We were doing really good for a minute there, and now everything's falling apart. And I think it's all this Forest Femina Suide, aka Piggy's fault. Alright, Piggy's down. Now let's focus back on Oscar, and hopefully if we don't have any distractions, things will go a little bit better. He's about, what would you say, a quarter HP down? Let's keep it up, guys. So, to be completely honest, what was yelling at me? Holy moly. That big monkey over there was interrupting me. To be completely honest and blunt, that unique monster absolutely kicked my butt. We managed to get it down to 50% HP, and then it used a laser attack that just wiped my entire party. So it turns out, even though we had a level advantage, level 14 to level 11, its unique monster properties meant that it just laughed at me. And I'm simply another statistic now to add to its big crown, indicating the number of players that it's killed. Unfortunately, that means we're gonna leave him alone for now. I'm going to continue working my way through the jungle. I actually see a probe point over here, and we'll continue working towards our main quest.
The lifehold piece should be further ahead.
Friends will climb Big Rocky Mountain? But how? Tatsu has tiny feet, stubby, flimsy limbs.
No spine either. But the turnip does have a point. I don't think there's any way we could scale those cliffs.
Agreed. We'll need to take a detour. Let's try going around that way.
Sounds good to me, Elma. Detour it is. We'll keep moving this way. I think we're getting close to our objective, but yeah, hopefully the detour will get us around the cliffs. You can see here things are getting pretty steep. There's big cliffs to our right, big cliffs to our left, giant roots, and we've just arrived in an area called the Sapphire Carpet, which is quite an interesting name. I'll give it to this place. It is extremely dangerous, but at the same time, extremely beautiful. Feels like everything here wants to kill me, but, oh, speak of the devil, something that wants to kill me, and it's level 36. I don't have time to stop and look at the scenery here, even though I desperately want to. Look how beautiful it is. We actually unlocked a scenic vista, and I can see where it gets its name. I'm actually going to dramatically leap away from the Crusher Motorfoals that already took down Lau, and instead we're going to swim to the middle of this lake, where it looks like there's some sort of wreckage here. It looks pretty alien, to be honest with you. I don't know what that is. I'm also not sure if this is the right way, the right roundabout way I had to go to get to my main objective, but that's the beauty of this game, right? Oh, that is a level 60 unique monster that is not wreckage. That is Gora, the guardian deity, and it probably wants to kill me. Oh, I've made so many mistakes. I love how I preface this whole section talking about how beautiful yet dangerous this area was, and then was immediately attacked by a whole bunch of things. I don't think this is the way I was supposed to go. I was just distracted by beauty. But we'll continue to make our way around and hopefully get closer to our target. Gotta love Xenoblade Chronicles X, right? This is what's so fun about this game, is even on main missions, there's just this sense of adventure. You kind of get lost, do whatever you want, come across giant unique monsters, scenic viewpoints, almost die a few times, and in the end laugh it off because you've just had a ton of fun. Okay, back on track. I'm back up to the, quote, scenic vista we uncovered earlier, so presumably I don't want to jump down into the water next to that giant thing. But we do have to avoid these flower monsters. As you can see, our objective is sort of back there, so I'm not sure how we get up and around. This is going to require some exploring. I should probably be a little bit more cautious with these plant things here too, now that I know that at any moment they might wake up and attack me. So this was the scenic vista that I uncovered and had to do a cannonball off of. It really is beautiful. But now... oh, there's some sort of cave back here. Okay, interesting. Maybe this is the way we need to proceed? Maybe this will bring us sort of up and around? Okay, the enemies in here are much more comparable level to us, so I feel less rushed and worried while I'm in here. We've also got some skelled wreckage, which we'll pick up in a second after we defeat this alien creature. It's called a spring unifluge, and it appears to summon reinforcements to it with that call that it just let off there. Only level 12 though, so shouldn't be too bad for us. Alright, we picked up some membranes. Love that. And now we can harvest the scale wreckage, unless it's going to alert this guy. Nope, that guy didn't even care. Now the question is, can we get out of this cave from any other entrance such that it'll bring us closer to our main objective? I don't know that it can. What it can do, though, is provide us with a ton of treasure to investigate, like whatever this is, some vehicle wreckage. That looks like a human vehicle, so I suppose at some point humans must have explored this cave, and I guess that checks out because there's also some lights installed around here. But I don't know that we're actually getting any closer to our main objective, so again, I might have to go back and loop around. This hasn't been a simple follow the objective type thing, although, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to use this. We haven't used the follow ball at all yet, because I do kind of like just exploring and seeing where we end up. But at some points, it's like, I don't think I'm progressing. We're sort of walking in circles, and I think those are the instances when we probably should use this follow ball. So there you have it. This is going to lead us, hopefully, to our objective now. It gives us just a big line of red mist to follow. And it looks like it actually is bringing us through the cave, just out through another exit. So shout out follow ball. Hopefully this will get us where we need to go. Along the way, we pick up all of these little crystal shinies that we can, because, you know, loot goblin, love it. Ah, yes, and this is bringing us back out to the scenic vista, so we'll just follow the follow ball and hopefully that'll get us there. Okay, here we go. We had to take a really roundabout way. When Elma mentioned earlier taking a roundabout way, I thought I was taking a roundabout way, but no, you had to take even bigger of a roundabout than you thought you'd have. So as you can see, we're now sort of on the other side of this cliff formation. That was the vista over there. We had to come right around this mountain, and now we're on this side. We're still 700 meters away from where we need to go. I think we need to cross that bridge right over there, meaning is still lots of work cut out for us, but we're making progress. The follow ball was a huge help. Shout out to the follow ball for when you really need to figure out where the heck you're going. The follow ball did not lead me to the wrecked trailer, though. This is a little detour that I've decided to take, and now we'll get back up onto this cliff and continue making our way around. This game is just so fun. I love just running around, seeing what you explore, finding treasures and monsters, and getting into fights and getting experience points, and it's just, this game gives me everything I could possibly want out of an open world. If you guys are playing along with me, I hope your experience has been as fun as mine has been so far, because I am just having a blast. The best part about watching playthroughs of this game on YouTube while playing at, you know, your own version of the game is I'm sure no two playthroughs are the same. So even though you're watching me play this game, your experience may have been almost completely different, which is really fun to think about. You know, you're having your own journey through this world, I'm having my own journey, and we can sort of compare notes as to how our adventures have played out so far. Now, we've got a level 14 unique monster here. I tried and failed miserably to take down a level 11 unique monster earlier, meaning I learned my lesson. We're just gonna run away from Alfombra the Transcendent right over to Tripod Rock. It looks like there's some humans here who have set up camp, which is nice. Let's catch our breath here with these guys for a minute while we get away from that monster. Anyone have any, like, fun rumors to share?
Really?
No? Nothing from you? You're too busy looking at your iPad? Alright, cool. Looks like there's even iPad kids in the Xenoblade Chronicles universe. I wish I had a Skell license. If I was piloting a Skell, I'd be able to deal with all sorts of hazards that interfere with my duties as a prospector. I want my Skell license too. Holy moly, that would be so nice right now if we could just traverse this land in a giant mech. But regardless, we'll just have to use our own 2 feet for the time being. And we seem to be now more on a straight shot towards our objective than we were before. Still lots of turtle monsters around that want to ruin our day. But we've got this follow ball leading us right to our objective. Welcome to Goblin's Narrow. Here we've got a new type of monster that we haven't seen before. This is the Spear Insidia, which is some sort of like little dinosaur thing. It's level 14, so right in our level range, which is nice. And also cool to get to see new types of wildlife. This place really has it all. Bugs, sentient plants, dinosaurs, giant lizards, giant turtles. You like monsters? Primordia's got it for you. And luckily, the Spear Insidia didn't put up too much of a fight. Looks like up ahead we may have a probe site. Unfortunately, we've also got a unique monster, level 15s, who apparently is keeping an eye out. So we're gonna have to keep our own eyes open. As we approach, it appears we're heading into a cutscene. Let's see what we have here.
Friends, hold up! Something coming ahead!
Oh, who or what is you? Also, you may have noticed that I have upgraded my gear, and Lynn is now wearing a little kitty cat nose, because why not? We now have the opportunity to act selflessly or selfishly. How could I not guard my little kitty cat Lynn? Hang on, Lynn. I'll shield you from whatever or whoever this thing is.
Hey! Down in front! I can't see!
Another Xeno.
Whatever it is, at least it's not a prone.
Perish the thought, good sirs. Perish and kill the thought. We would never associate with those savages.
Who are you?
Ah, yes, 1,000 pardons. We are called El Siru, or just El, if it please you. Like the proud Nopon among you, we have inhabited this planet since times of antiquity.
Interesting. Looks like we're meeting a new alien race here. Like the Nopon, they're native to this world. And they have such a cool design.
Yes, yes, of course. Nopon purchase my wares quite often, you know. They're excellent, how should I say, suckers?
I think you mean customers.
So, Mr. L, you've lived here a long time?
Just L, and yes, such a nice, quiet world. The wildlife and insects are all so docile, such gentle dispositions.
I would have to disagree with you there, El. The wildlife we've encountered has been unfortunately quite hostile.
Indeed. Yes, friends lucky Tatsu here to protect them from becoming main course.
Yeah, because we can toss you out as an appetizer and run away while they're snacking.
Well, the creatures here are hungry, yes, granted.
Gentle disposition my butt.
It's just,
What?
well, who can blame them with all the commotion here as of late? Not that we're pointing our fingers at you, mind. No, it's those prone sons of bastards.
Yeah, we're not their biggest fans either.
We loathe them. They have ruined our once peaceful life here. Ruined! They are all, how should we say, ass caves.
What?
Close enough. By the way, Elle, you seem to speak our language quite fluently.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
We owe it all to that wreckage back there. What a treasure trove. Especially the data terminal we found inside. It is the ultimate portable snack for satisfying our insatiable curiosity.
Wreckage back there? You think that's our piece of the life hold?
Certainly sounds like it. Elle, can we take a look at this terminal you found?
Of course, of course.
Thanks. Lynn, see what you can make of it.
On it. Okay, yep. This is library data.
Let me see. Huh, so it is. The unit Elle stumbled upon must be part of the Lifehold's archives.
So, not the core then.
The entire ship was torn to bits when we came down. The odds of any single piece of Lifehold being the core aren't very high.
Yeah, I guess not.
Now, Lynn, don't be glum. The Lifehold archives are the sum total of all human knowledge. This is still a really big find.
Dang, I'd say.
We should try and secure it ASAP.
Yeah, you're right.
Now might not be a good time.
Why not?
Why else? The ass caves. We just came from there, and prone are all over the wreckage.
What?
Uh-oh. This is bad.
Very bad. Let's go.
Apologies we didn't mention it before. We assumed you'd abandoned it. Allow us to show you the way. After all, as you say, too many heads are better than none, right?
Close enough.
All right, looks like we've got a guide. That conversation was awesome for so many reasons. First of all, so cool to meet another alien race that are native to this planet and that are not hostile to us. I also really loved the design of whatever race of peoples L is. There's somewhere between like an Asari from Mass Effect and your typical fantasy elven race. He was very cool. I also love how L found the piece of the Lifehold that not only confirms that, you know, our objective is in fact here, we're heading in the right direction, but he's been using the knowledge stored within the Lifehold to learn to speak our language, to learn more about humanity, and perhaps most hilariously, learn a bunch of human idioms. The best part is he doesn't have them quite right, and I think my favorite one was ass caves. I'll be using that one in my day-to-day conversations, that's for sure. Now, let's install the data probe here at FN Site 219 before we go forward. What's interesting is that there is in fact a piece of the Lifehold here, although unfortunately, The prone race, aka the aggressive alien race that we've encountered, has made it there before us, so presumably they're not going to let us access the Lifehold without a fight, so we better gear up for that. What's interesting is, while this is not the main part of the Lifehold... Oh! Lambert the Divine Wind! Another unique monster that's run away. Well, this is not the core of the Lifehold that we were looking for. This is maybe the next best thing. Apparently this thing is the archive, which is basically the sum of all human knowledge in one drive. Talk about the ultimate Google search. By picking this up, you can only assume that this is going to help us out immensely. Just having a vast archive of knowledge to pull upon should help us in any number of ways, from combat to building new LA to just survival on this alien planet. So I would say this mission is a success. The only thing left to do now is to actually secure the Lifehold piece. And unfortunately, yep, the prone beat us here. Welcome to the sunlit spring. That must be the piece of the Lifehold that crash landed down and is still smoking. And now let's see if the prone are gonna let us get close to it. I highly doubt it.
Oh no!
We were afraid of this.
But why? Do these monsters just destroy everything they see?
No. This is organized, calculated. We aren't the only ones hunting down the Lifehold.
What was it? All Earth aliens must die, right?
We have to try and salvage what we can. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know why the prone hate us so much, but this is a very targeted attack. If they can't kill humans, they'll do the next best thing, which is destroy things of import to us. Now, before we fight the prone, we get to learn about special arts effects. Certain arts have special effects which only occur if the art is used from a certain position at a certain time. Yes, okay, we know about that. That's similar to our ability backslash, for instance, which does more damage from the back. The conditions differ widely between arts, so we gotta make sure that we check them on the art selection screen. We also learn about toppling. First, hit an enemy with an art with a stagger effect to stagger them, then use one with the topple effect to inflict topple, which leaves the enemy unable to move for a while. What's more, attacks against toppled enemies always hit and deal increased damage, so we need to use this to our advantage. With those tooltips out of the way, it's time to fight these three prone destroyers. So far, we've encountered 3 different types of alien races. 2 hostile, or 1 hostile, 2 not. So I'll be interested to see what, if any, other aliens we encounter on our journey. For now, though, we gotta take down the prone, and it seems like, well, the prone's #1 mission is to attack and destroy anything related to humanity. From what Elle said, it sounds like they're just all around ass caves. They are aggressive, they're not very nice, and not very friendly, no matter who you are. So I'm sure all the other alien races will be thankful if we can take them down. Yet again, ass caves, definitely word of the day. Luckily, these prone destroyers aren't putting up that much of a fight. We're taking them down rather handily here. There's another prone destroyer down, 1 left.
Arcing Horde! Balance Breaker! First down! Damn! Keep shooting!
I've been saving this. Side slash! Back slash! Furious blast!
Eagle Eye!
Alright, down go the prone. That's what you get for messing with humanity. Now, can we get close to the piece of the Lifehold now? Wait a minute, I don't think the prone are down and out yet.
Goetia. These are Earth aliens.
Well, well, well. Seeing truly is believing, isn't it? Who would have thought?
Whoa. Who or what are you? The leader of the prone? She doesn't look like them. She looks more human than the rest of them. Also, those are some butt cheeks. Wow.
She's not a prone, but they're working together.
Why would you do this? Why do you hate us?
Hate. Human extinction is duty. Our duty is Ganglion.
Ganglion? So that's what you call yourselves?
Indeed. Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
Humanity is here in peace. What gives you the right to destroy the Lifehold?
Is that what you call it? So primitive. Your language, your technology. And yet, so dangerous. You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Then you'll forgive us for defending ourselves against your righteous cause.
Well, this should at least be more entertaining than stamping out the lives of your sleeping brethren.
Well, didn't take long for us to meet yet another alien race. Unfortunately, this one does seem rather hostile, bringing our count to 2-2. The Ganglion appear to be commanding or leading the prone, which is interesting, and she mentions that eliminating humanity is her #1 objective, which is crazy. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to bring this piece of the Lifehold back intact or, you know, at all by the looks of it burning in the background there, and it's now time for yet another battle. We need to fight this Goetia, who appears to be the leader of this pack of prone, and before we do, we need to learn about battle commands. You can issue battle commands via a special menu, which you can open while targeting an enemy or otherwise in combat. You can use battle items, issue orders, or withdraw. And now, it's time for us to fight Goetia and her minions. Let's start with the minions. We've got Marnuk Rooks here. Alright, Marnuk Rook is down. And then let's fight the other Marnuk Rook next. Alright, the minions are down, now let's focus on Goetia herself. She's level 16, so right about the same level as us, although obviously she seems to be some sort of mini-boss, so presumably she's going to be a lot stronger than her other level 16 minions. We do already have her probably a third of her health down though, which is good. We'll keep up the pressure, everyone's full health. I really like our party comp. Now what was that? It said a crackling electricity has surrounded Goetia. I don't know what that means, but it looks like it's imbued her with electricity powers, so we're gonna have to be careful there. She's less than half health though, so we're doing good. Without her minions, she doesn't pose too much of a threat, although I don't want to speak too soon before she pulls out some sort of ultra electricity ability. Make sure we keep our buffs up at all times and then get in position for all of our abilities. She's only got about 1/5 of her HP left. Oh wow, but she just used her electricity for some sort of ultra move. It looked a lot cooler than it actually was, I think. It didn't do a ton of damage, although I say that and Arena's barely holding on for dear life. Arena's like, yeah, it didn't do much damage to you. What about me? Alright, couple more hits. Come on, guys.
But if you insist. Now I'm getting somewhere.
You're not gonna be running anyone through today, Goetia. We'll be running you through. Yes! There we go. Down she goes. Lau got a level up. And that's some more aggressive aliens defeated.
Wretched little primates. You don't know when to quit, do you? This isn't over. You cannot escape us on this planet or any other. Sooner or later, your kind will be cleansed.
Yeah, get out of here, butt cheeks.
Mr. Goetia, now, quickly!
Uh-oh. Looks like she's got a getaway car. It also looks like Tatsu just got completely blown away from the recoil. And away she goes.
That mech. Could it be?
Do you recognize it, Elma? Uh-oh. This is a lot to unpack. We came here for a piece of the life hold and ended up encountering two new alien races instead.
Such a shame it cannot bring back that which was lost to you. But this is spilled milk over the dam now.
I just don't get it. What do they have against humans?
I'm not sure how they wound up on Mira, but you saw the mech. That is definitely them.
Who?
The aliens that destroyed Earth. The Ganglion were among them.
What?
It wasn't just them, of course, but they were definitely one of the forces involved in that battle.
Dang.
I'm absolutely positive now. That Skell-like mech we just saw? Check it against the NLA records and I'm pretty sure it'll come back with a perfect match. Anyway, we really appreciate all your help here, Elle. But we need to be heading back now.
Not at all. We only wish we could have done more.
I wish we could compensate you somehow, but honestly, there's nothing left for us to give.
Compensate, you say? How about allowing us to accompany you back to your city?
You want to come back to New LA? Why exactly?
Well, treasure trove was destroyed. Without the archives, we're afraid our thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. But an entire Earth city to explore? Such an experience would provide compensation beyond compare. The thought makes us tingle.
Okay.
What do you think, Rook?
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like fun. I want to get to know Elle a little better and learn more about his race. I mean, we already allowed Tatsu, one alien race, into our group. Why not another, right? Diversity.
Yeah, we're not like the Ganglion after all. We want to live in harmony with all the other species here.
Then it's settled. Excellent. Let's be off. The early worm is for the birds.
Right, let's start heading back. We should report to the commander at once.
Alright, Goetia dropped... What did she drop? It's a hollow figure. Oh, you can display it in the hollow figure projector to liven up the Blade Barracks. Awesome. We can get holographic butt cheeks to liven up the Blade Barracks. We also got a Scienti glyph and electrified Xeno blood, all dropped from Goetia there. So as you can see, the piece of the life hold has been irreparably destroyed. Unfortunately, that archive of knowledge is not going to be able to be accessed, and right now we need to get back and report in about everything that happened. We need to tell them about the new Xeno races, the fact that we did find a piece of the life hold, and most importantly, Goetia and her race of Ganglion are some of the aliens responsible for attacking Earth and have some weird mandate to destroy all humans. Let's head back to New LA and report in about all we've learned. Alright, here we are back in New LA. We're just outside the Blade Tower, which is where we need to turn in our main quest. We actually need to head inside Blade Tower, which we haven't had the opportunity to do so yet, so this is new for us, and report in about everything that we just learned regarding the Lifehold and the aliens and all that good stuff. Blade Command Center.
Either you picked up another Xeno, or someone's been holding their breath too long.
This is Elle. We met in Noctilum.
We are El Siruf, if it please you. This planet has been our home since days of yore.
Oh, a long-time resident?
That's why we brought him back. His knowledge could prove invaluable. I'd like to request permission for him to stay in New LA.
We can't allow just anyone to waltz into our city on a whim. How much do we know about him?
I know enough. Enough to say that we can trust him.
All Mirren natives are good, honest folk.
Yes, Tatsu, yes. Anyway, Elma, you do seem quite sure of yourself. All right, I'll share the responsibility. He can stay. If that's acceptable, Mr. Director General?
If you're both certain, so be it.
Many thanks, good sirs. Truly, we are walking on the 9th cloud of 7th heaven. Please call us El. The rest is far too formal. And honestly, we prefer El anyway.
More importantly, Colonel, what happened with the Lifehold unit?
I see. So it wasn't the core after all.
No. We confirmed it was one of the archive units. Unit number 07.
07? That would be the LC repository, wouldn't it?
One of 3, but yes. The entirety of the Library of Congress archives. As I recall, the data was stored on units 07 through 09.
Well, thank God it wasn't the core. This situation could have been a lot worse.
I wonder... The LC archives contained nearly every published work in mankind's history. It's not like it's just a bunch of random books and manuscripts, you know. It's a history of human thought, a record of opinions and emotions.
I mean, yeah, sure, but...
So if you stop and consider what it means to lose even a third of that data, it's a cultural and historical loss of catastrophic proportions.
We do have parity data for the archives here. We know which unit was lost, so hopefully we can find some way to restore it.
Let's hope so.
Moving on. These Ganglion. You're certain they were involved in the destruction of Earth?
Here, see for yourself. The left shot is from a battle over Beijing, the right from our encounter.
Son of a... Is it possible this is their native planet?
Tatsu told us they aren't from here, and Elle confirmed it. They're recent arrivals, very recent.
So, either it's one hell of a coincidence, or they followed us.
Considering they appear to be systematically targeting the Lifehold, I'd say that leaves no question they followed us here.
Could they possibly know the purpose of the Lifehold?
Maybe the whole reason we haven't found the core yet is because those scumbags already trashed it.
If so, none of us would be here talking in the first place, would we?
You got a point there.
This information doesn't leave this room. But we've had several recent Pathfinder reports of Xeno sightings and contact. They may or may not be Ganglion. But regardless, I propose we double down on our defenses going forward.
That'll be all, Elma. Please continue hunting for any signs of the Lifehold.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
There you have it, folks. Chapter 4 is complete. The Noctilum signal wasn't the core, but rather an archive unit. Unfortunately, it was destroyed, but we also learned of the existence of a hostile alien organization known as the Ganglion, who appear to be ordering the prone. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Chapter 4 of Xenoblade Chronicles X. Obviously, the story only is heating up, and I can't wait to see where it's gonna take us. See you guys back here soon for some more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.